So good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with one of the interesting topic in psychology, that is field psychology or field theory. The concept of field psychology or field theory was majorly given by Kurt Lewin. Okay, so we have already seen in the first chapter introduction that what is psychology, how psychology is related to social sciences, how psychology is related to different branches of natural sciences. Okay, so natural sciences, like we derived relationship between psychology and physics, psychology and chemistry, psychology and biology, neuropsychology, and with other field also. Okay, I hope you remember that in sensation chapter we have seen that how Gestalt psychologist has taken the concept of physics and then they explain about psychophysical system. Okay, so who were the major Gestalt psychologists? Wertheimer, okay, Kohler, Kafka. Okay, so they have also derived some concept from physics and they use those concepts to understand the behavior of the individual. Okay, so you can say that field theory or field psychologist is an outgrowth of Gestalt psychology. Okay, because they have also taken some of the concept from physics. Okay, so you remember that in physics you have read the concept of electromagnetic field, gravitational field. In the same way, field theory or field psychologist has taken the concept of field to understand the behavior of an individual. Okay, so you have also read one relation. There is one important relation, like behavior is equal to personality into environment. Behavior is the function of personality into environment. This relationship was given by Kurt Lewin. Okay, so he has mentioned, he has elaborated upon the concept that how our environment and how the things outside the environment impact the personality of an individual. Okay, so this is a brief summary about the field psychology or field theory. Okay, now we will elaborate further the concept of Kurt Lewin. Okay, so first of all, the first thing, the concept was derived from natural science, basically from physics. Three important names are there in field psychology or field theory. The first one is Kurt Lewin. The second one is E.C. Tolman, who has also given the concept of latent learning and cognitive map, which we have already covered in learning chapter. And the third name is Brunswick, which we will see in environmental psychology. Okay, so these three important names are there in field psychology or field theory. Okay, now further, originated from natural science, Kurt Lewin, Tolman, and Brunswick. Okay, so now what are the main point which was given by Kurt Lewin? Okay, so Kurt Lewin has said that Kurt Lewin has divided his field theory into three parts. Okay, the first one is topographical approach. The second one is vector approach. And the third one, he later on studied the concept of social psychology also. Okay, so he has also given some concept related to group dynamics. That what are the things important in group dynamics and what are the things important to keep the group as a cohesive unit. Okay, so these three concepts are there: topographical, vector concept, and group dynamics. So one by one, we will try to understand some of the concept in all these three sectors. Okay, the first one is topographical approach. Under topographical approach, Kurt Lewin has said that there is a person P, okay, and that person P has an immediate environment E. Okay, and other than immediate environment, there is also some outside environment, okay, which is known as foreign hull. Okay, so there is a person P, his immediate environment is E, and outside this immediate environment, there is also one environment which is known as foreign hull. These three concepts are there. Okay, so you can see in this diagram. So this is the person P, this circle, and this inside circle also, this is a person P. Okay, we will elaborate that what are this inner needs, motor perceptual needs. This will be clear after some time. This person P want to achieve something, want to attain a goal. Okay, and these are the driving forces and these are the restraining forces. Okay, so whenever you want to achieve something or you want to become an IS officer, so there would be some driving forces, some motivation would be there, some encouragement would be there by your parents, by your family. On the same hand, there would be some restraining force also. Okay, there could be failure also. Okay, there could be unavailability of the resources also. So these are the restraining forces. Okay, so this is coming from here, this is coming from here. Okay, now they will motivate you to perform any task. Okay, so this is the person P, these are the barrier, and this is your goal. Okay, and this is your psychological environment, this is your immediate environment, this one. Okay, if we talk about this line, this is your immediate environment. Okay, psychological environment. And outside this immediate environment, there's also one layer, one more layer, which you can see over here, this layer. This is known as your foreign hull. Okay, foreign hull. Okay, so what are the basic component? P, person, your goal. Okay, and some barriers are there, some driving forces there. Immediate environment is your psychological environment. Okay, and outside environment is your foreign hull. Okay, now what this consists of, it will be clear after some time. Okay, so let's break it down each and everything one by one. First of all, we will see about this P. Okay, this inner circle and this outside circle outside P. Okay, so moving forward, see, this is the person, this is you, this is any individual, and this is his immediate environment. E is immediate environment. Okay, so I just simplify this the previous image. Person P, immediate environment, which is also known as psychological environment, and whatever is outside this psychological environment, this circle, is actually the foreign hull. Okay, now this person P, you can see on this periphery. This periphery is known as perceptual motor region. Perceptual motor region. Okay, and this inner periphery or inner circle, it is known as inner region. Inner region. Okay, so outside the periphery, individual outside the periphery, it is perceptual motor region, and inside it's an inner region. The perceptual motor region, which is the outside one. Okay, this is the outside one, this layer. This is perceptual motor region. Okay, the perceptual motor region consists of all the sensory process, all the perception process, all the action process, which you are actually doing. On the other hand, the inner region consists of all the activities, like for example, your internal needs, your emotions, your motives, etc. Okay, so again, like if we simplify again, this is the periphery. Okay, this periphery is known as PMR, and this is the inner one. This is known as inner region. ये आपका inner region हो जाता है. Okay, so let's say for example, you are hungry. Okay, so the hungry, it is your need. Okay, so that is your inner region. Inner region. Okay, you are feeling hungry, it is your inner region. Okay, inner need is there. Now if you feel hungry, so you will feel some sensation, you want to take some action to fulfill your hunger need. Okay, so that action will be taken by PMR, perceptual motor region. This is the first component. The second one is in E. It is also known as psychological environment. Psychological environment is your immediate environment. Okay, it is your immediate environment, it is your immediate awareness about the things. Okay, what you're thinking right now, what are the resources you are having right now. Okay, okay, so it consists of all the factors which you are having right now. And the next one is foreign hull. This consists of all the factors which you are not having right now. For example, it could be some unconscious desire. Okay, it could be some external environment. Okay, let's try to understand with the help of example. Let's say for example, you're like studying for UPSC exam, and you're preparing for any topic, let's say modern history. Okay, so when you're preparing for modern history, then what is your immediate environment? Your table, your chair, your books, your resources, your classes. Okay, this is your immediate environment. Okay, but outside this immediate environment, there are some other factors also which will impact, okay, which has the potential to impact your performance. Okay, for example, it could be some issues with your relative. Okay, it could be some unconscious desire, it could be any childhood trauma, okay, which is not available at that point of time, but which has a potential to impact your performance. This is what, this is foreign hull. Okay, ये आपका foreign hull होता है. Okay, so this is P, PMR, IMR, E psychological environment, and foreign hull, and life space is equal to P plus E. ठीक है, तो जो P plus E होता है उसी को ही हम लाइफ स्पेस बोलते हैं, है ना. एंड दिस इज हाउ द रिलेशनशिप इज डेराइव्ड, दैट इज नोन एज योर बिहेवियर इज द फंक्शन ऑफ योर पर्सनैलिटी एंड एनवायरमेंट. ओके, एंड वी कैन आल्सो से बिहेवियर इज द फंक्शन ऑफ L. ठीक है, L इक्वल्स टू P प्लस E, एक ही तो बात है ना. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि बिहेवियर इज द फंक्शन ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी एंड एनवायरमेंट, एंड दिस इज द फर्स्ट कंसेप्ट लाइफ स्पेस व्हिच वाज गिवन बाय कर्ट लुए. Now moving forward. I hope it is clear. The second concept is psychological environment. This is also clear. All the factors which is impacting you right now. And for Hull, all the factors which has the potential to impact you. Okay, it could be unconscious, any childhood trauma, etc. Now, the second concept or the second sector which was given by Kurt Lewin is the vector psychology. Okay, under vector psychology, he has given the concept energy, and the second concept is tension. Okay, now according to Kurt Lewin, okay, what is there? For example, whenever like you are unable to achieve your goal. Okay, so what happens? There is a state of disequilibrium. Okay, there is a state of dissonance. Okay, cognitive. Remember the dissonance theory, cognitive. Okay, so whenever you are unable to attain any goal, okay, or there's a barrier in front of you, then the tension arises. Okay, then there's a tension. Whenever there is a tension, then there will be a psychic energy till that tension is released, till you get the equilibrium point. This is energy and this is tension. Okay, so you are unable to attain any goal, tension will be there. To release that tension, there will be psychic energy. Okay, and this psychic energy will be released till you attain the state of equilibrium or till you attain the state of homeostasis. Okay, so this is the concept of energy and tension which was given by Kurt Lewin. The second thing which was given by Kurt Lewin, okay, for example, let's say there is a tension X. There is some any subject or any object because of which you are having tension, you are having stress. Okay, let's say you are having Y stress also, Z stress also. Okay, so these are three subject you can say because of which you are feeling tension. Okay, so now Kurt Lewin has said you always have a tendency to equalize these tension. Okay, so for example, there is a tension in area X. Okay, and this tension is very high. The tension in Y and Z is comparatively lower. Okay, so whenever you will be relieved from this tension, okay, then the focus will shift completely over here. Okay, and whenever you will relieved from this tension, then the focus will be separated into these two. Okay, so you have a tendency to balance the tension. Okay, let's say there is a tension, like if we quantify it, 10. Due to Y, let's say 7. Due to Z, let's say 12. Okay, so you have a tendency to quantify them. Okay, and you will quantify them till all of them become equal. Okay, so you will do this 9, 7, 8 and then decrease it like by 10. Okay, so you have a tendency to equalize them. कि इसको थोड़ा कम कर देते हैं, यहाँ से थोड़ा कम कर देते हैं, करते हैं ना, मल्टीटास्किंग करते हैं. ओके, चलो ये वाला लोन थोड़ा कम कर दिया, ओके, ये वाला लोन थोड़ा कम कर दिया, इक्वल आ गया. ठीक है, एक जगह पर ज्यादा टेंशन नहीं है. सो वी हैव अ टेंडेंसी टू मेक अ इक्विलिब्रियम बिटवीन अवर टेंशन. Okay, so that we can rest, we can think in peace. Every human being want to remain in the state of equilibrium in this world. Every human being want to remain in the state of not in the state of tension. They want to maintain peace. They want to live in peace. Okay, this is the concept of tension. Okay, now after this concept of tension, there is one more theory arrived from this concept only, and that is very very famous in the field of psychology. Okay, that is known as Zeigarnik effect. Okay, what is this Zeigarnik effect? इसी कंसेप्ट से इंस्पायर होकर Zeigarnik इफेक्ट आता है. Zeigarnik ने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया. अब वो एक्सपेरिमेंट क्या किया और उस एक्सपेरिमेंट का कंक्लूजन क्या था, पहले कंक्लूजन समझिए. ठीक है, देन आई विल टेल यू द एक्सपेरिमेंट आल्सो. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाट इज Zeigarnik इफेक्ट, व्हेनेवर द टास्क इज अनकंप्लीटेड, whenever the task is uncompleted, then there are high chances that you remember that task. Okay, अगर आप कोई काम इनकम्प्लीट छोड़ देते हो तो चांसेस ज्यादा है कि आपको वो टास्क हमेशा याद रहता है. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल you are driving to your office from your home. Okay, you have done all the work. Okay, but you have not given your clothes to laundry, so you will remember that task because this is incomplete. Okay, same, this concept is also used by TV serials also. Okay, by movies also. Okay, I hope you remember that you always remember the movies which remain incomplete, जहां पर incomplete story रह जाती है, वो आपको ज्यादा टाइम तक याद रहेंगी. Okay, बाहुबली पार्ट 1. Okay, incomplete conclusion, you remember it. कितने लोगों को याद था? दिस इज नोन एज ज़ीगार्निक इफेक्ट। इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? ज़ीगार्निक इफेक्ट बोलते हैं। ठीक है, ओके। तो ज़ीगार्निक इफेक्ट मींस मेमोरी रिटेंशन फॉर इनकम्प्लीट टास्क इज कंपेरेटिवली हायर। ठीक है, जो इनकम्प्लीट टास्क होते हैं उसके लिए मेमोरी रिटेंशन बहुत हाई होता है, ऐसा हमारा ज़ीगार्निक इफेक्ट ने बताया। और इन्होंने इसके लिए एक एक्सपेरिमेंट भी किया था। ओके, इन्होंने काफी सारे बच्चों को टास्क दिए। ठीक है, ओके। जब वो टास्क कराए गए तो ये देखा गया कि 1:9 का रेशियो था। रेशियो वॉज 1:9। ठीक है, तो जो टास्क कंप्लीट हो गया उसको याद करने वाले 1 लोग थे, और जो इनकम्प्लीट टास्क थे उसको याद करने वाले 9 लोग थे। 1:9 इज द रेशियो। ओके, सो इनकम्प्लीट टास्क वॉज बेटर रिकॉल्ड और वॉज बेटर रिमेंबर्ड बाय द पार्टिसिपेंट्स। दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट वॉज कंडक्टेड बाय ज़ीगार्निक, और इसको काफी जगह यूज भी किया जाता है। ठीक है, तो इस वजह से ये जो थ्योरी है, फील्ड थ्योरी, इसकी इंपॉर्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा है साइकोलॉजी के अंदर। बहुत सारे कंसेप्ट इसे निकल के आते हैं। ठीक है, ऐसा ही एक कंसेप्ट जो और निकल के आया, दैट इज नोन एज ग्रुप डायनामिक्स। Okay, so under group dynamics, Kurt Lewin has mentioned about the concept of power shift, about the concept of leadership, okay, about the concept of group discussion. Okay, so Kurt Lewin has said that whenever group interact with each other, or whenever there is a group discussion between the group, then there is a rise of cohesive forces, and whenever there is a conflict, then there is a rise of disruptive forces. ठीक है, तो इन्होंने क्या बताया कि किसी भी ग्रुप में ग्रुप डिस्कशन का होना बहुत जरूरी है। ठीक है, लोगों को आपस में इंटरेक्ट करना बहुत जरूरी है। ओके, इसके ऊपर भी इन्होंने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया। ओके, सो व्हाट हैपेंड ड्यूरिंग वर्ल्ड वॉर 2, देयर वाज शॉर्टेज ऑफ फूड। ठीक है, तो उस वक्त लोग जिस तरीके का मीट खाते थे, मीट कंज्यूम करते थे, उसका शॉर्टेज हो जाता है। ओके, सो व्हाट कर्ट ल्यूइन हैज सेड, लाइक कर्ट ल्यूइन, इन्होंने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया ऑन हाउसवाइफ। ठीक है, ऑन हाउसवाइफ को इन्होंने 6 ग्रुप में बांट दिया। ओके, एंड दीज हाउसवाइफ वर टोल्ड टू प्रिपेयर अ मीट ऑफ सम अनकन्वेंशनल सोर्सेस। जो जैसे मीट बनता है उससे हटकर कुछ और तरीके का मीट बनाने को उनको बोला, जैसे मेक अ मीट फ्रॉम किडनी, लीवर, ओके, और सम अनकॉमन एनिमल, उनका मीट आप बनाओ, ऐसा इनको बोला गया, और उनको 6 ग्रुप में बांट दिया गया। ठीक है, 6 ग्रुप में से 3 ग्रुप को इन्होंने लेक्चर देकर बताया कि आपको ऐसा ऐसा मीट बनाना है। ठीक है, और बाकी 3 ग्रुप को के साथ में इन्होंने ग्रुप डिस्कशन किया। ठीक है, बाकी 3 ग्रुप के साथ में इन्होंने ग्रुप डिस्कशन किया, बैठ के समझाया कि इसके ये प्रोज होते हैं, इसके ये कौन्स होते हैं। रिजल्ट में देखा गया कि इस 3 ग्रुप में से सिर्फ 3% हाउसवाइफ ने दूसरी तरीके का मीट बनाना शुरू कर दिया। ऑन द अदर हैंड, फ्रॉम दीज 3 ग्रुप्स 32% housewife started making meat of other animal product. Okay, so this shows the power of group discussion. ठीक है, जब हम ग्रुप डिस्कशन करते हैं, बैठते हैं, बातें करते हैं, ओके, देन देयर इज अ हाई टेंडेंसी कि हमारा एटीट्यूड चेंज हो जाता है। देन देयर इज अ हाई टेंडेंसी कि हमारा एटीट्यूड जो अभी तक अनफ्रीज था, ठीक है, वो ट्रांजिशन फेज में जाकर पूरा का पूरा चेंज हो जाता है। ओके, सो दिस इज द पावर ऑफ ग्रुप डायनामिक्स, एंड दिस इज आल्सो द कंसेप्ट ऑफ field psychology which was given by Kurt Lewin. Okay, so in this way we have seen that what is the overview of Kurt Lewin theory and how can we apply these concepts in paper 2 environmental psychology and other topics also. Okay, I hope it is making sense, it is clear so far.